Okay, so last time we just went over review, right, of all the rules we covered. So today we're just gonna go over more practice on these exponent laws, and then we're gonna start on the new law. All right, so we have one more page here to do the review. Okay, so I will go over a few questions together. Okay, and then let you complete the rest on your own. Okay, so what I will do, I will go over the left hand side. So question A. Okay, so the instruction says simplify, right? So you want to make it as short as possible, and then leave in positive exponent. Okay, so make sure you remember that. So if the expression has mix of numbers and variables, then you need to evaluate the numbers, okay? Just like in the homework. So let's look at question A, right? This is multiplying. So we multiply the coefficients first, so that gives you 12. When you multiply the same base, you would add the exponents, right? This is the exponent law number 1, right? So that would be m to the 4. And then you double check, okay, the exponent is positive, then we're done. Okay? We'll look at D, question D. We'll go over all the left-hand side together, okay? So question D is dividing. So same thing, if you like, you can write it as a fraction, okay? Or you can just divide directly, it doesn't matter, right? Sometimes the question is presented like a fraction. Okay, so I'll let you try this one. This is dividing. So dividing, you need to subtract exponent. Okay, so Colin, what do you get?
-5 and then x.
To the exponent of?
It's just 1.
Yeah, to the 1. Okay, -2 minus, right? Remember, this is subtracting a -3. Okay, so remember to carry the negative sign when you are doing the subtraction. Okay, so this is, and then next one, question G. Okay, so this is the rule with same exponent. Okay, if you look back up, right, same exponents, you can share the exponent to the inside, but make sure you keep the brackets if there's a negative on the inside, right? So let's go back. Okay, so we can split into parts, and each one of them gets a square, right? So the square, if there's a bracket around -2, it will make it positive. And then for the rest of them, you use the third law, right? When exponent next to each other, you need to multiply. Right, so Nathan, what do you get for question G?
I got 4a10 b6.
Yeah, very good. Okay, A10 B to the 6. Okay, pretty easy, right? So this is what I meant, right? You leave your answer with a constant number, right? Evaluate it, okay? Turning to 4. Okay, question J. It just has more things to share in, okay? The cube will share it with 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, right? This one doesn't have any negative sign, so we can just do it in our head, okay? Did you try this? Okay, Aaron, have you got it?
Um,
Means what?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so can you tell us your answer?
27 to the power of 6 divided by 8, or 8 to the power of 9.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so each one of them gets the exponent of 3. Okay, now starting the next part at the bottom, right, has more things, right? So there's a multiplying, there's a dividing. Which one do we do first? The way I prefer is I would simplify everything on the top, right? And then divide it by everything at the bottom, okay? So because multiplying is easier, we'll do the multiplying first. The bottom can just wait, okay? And the negative will just wait. We'll figure out with the negative at the end, okay? Once we simplify everything. So multiply the top together. So Brennan, can you tell us what you get after you multiply?
20s to the power of -7, t to the
20?
power of 4.
Where did you get 20?
Well, it's like
The square.
-2, right?
Oh, okay. So square, that will give
Yeah.
you, okay, so
You
20.
get 4, and then you 4 just 5 is 20. So
So S
yeah,
to
20, and then s to the power of -7, and t to the power of 4.
T to the power of 4. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, so the square will share in first and then multiply together. So -4 plus -3 give you -7, and 2 plus 2 give you the 4. Okay, does anyone have questions so far? Okay, once you get here, then you do the dividing. Okay, so you can raise your hand once you finish the final answer for this one. Okay, Eric, what do you have?
I have 20 T7 over 4 S9.
20 T7,
Yeah.
and then S.
And it's divided by 4 S9.
Oh, okay. So over 4S9. Did anyone else get something more? Like did something, one more step? Anything
Wait,
else?
it's actually 5 T7.
Yeah, okay.
There's no
4
4.
and 20, yeah, 4 and 20 you can further simplify, right? So you got to observe, see if we are done, right? Double check. So 5 will be on the top, 5T7 is to 9. Okay, so -7 minus 2 give you -9. -9 means the denominator will have s to the 9, right? And move it to the other side. So you just need to worry about the negative exponent once you simplify everything. Okay, then you start to do the moving. All right, so I'll let you guys to do the rest on your own. Okay, and then we'll go over each of your answers when you are all done. Okay, so now you can work on your own. So when you finish, everything up to O, you can raise your hand. Okay, Colin, which one are you working on?
I'm almost done.
Okay. About Nathan, which one are you on?
N.
Okay. Okay, I think about 3 more minutes or 4 minutes, we'll go over, okay? Okay, Eric, which one you're working on?
I'm at question L.
Okay. Right, so let's get some answers for the first few questions first. Okay, question B. Sarah, what's your answer for B?
X to the fifth power, y to the seventh power.
And
Oh, 10 at the beginning.
there's coefficient 10, right? Yeah, okay. Colin, what about C?
9ab.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll go over the answer, okay? I don't know if they are right or not, okay? I'm just writing it down first. Yosher, question E.
X4 over y6.
No, x4 over y6, okay. x4 over y6. And Brendan, question F.
M to the power of 9 and n to the power of 3 over negative 27.
Okay. And Aaron, H.
M to the power of 12 and n to the power of divided by n to the power of 8.
Okay. Okay, and Eric, question I.
X to the power of 6 over y to the power of 4.
Okay. And Nathan, do you have K?
4x to the power of 6 and over 8.
And what?
Negative 6y over 8. Y to the power of 8.
Y to the 8. Okay. And question L, Colin.
A8b4 over 9.
Hold on. One more time, please.
A to the power of 8, b to the power of 4 over 9.
B to the power 4 over 9. Like that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll go over these answers first, and then question N and O, we can walk step by step, okay? All right, so the first one, let's see if it's correct, okay? So you can compare with your answers. So question B is very straightforward. You multiply the coefficients, okay? Coefficients are -2 and -5. So that makes it 10, right? And then you add the exponents. 2 plus 3 give you the 5. 3 plus 4 give you the 7. Yep, that's correct. Okay, very good. Question C is dividing. So -18 divided by -2 give you the 9. And then dividing, you need to subtract exponent. So 3 minus 2 give you 1. 2 minus the 1, invisible 1 give you 1. Okay, 9ab. Very good. Okay, and then now the next one is question E. Question E is using the same exponent. You need to share, right? So if you share n, it'll give you, when you share n, you need to multiply exponents. So x to the 4, y to the -6, right? Because 3 times -2. Now you look at the negative exponent, that means it should go down, right? So that makes the answer correct here. Okay, so question F, just have more things to share. Okay, so -3 will go into three things, three parts. So you get -3 to the -3, m to the 9, because negative makes it positive, right? N to the 3. Now the only thing that's gonna move is the first term, because that one has a negative exponent. Okay, so it will go down. M to the 9, n to the cube will stay there, and -3. See, I keep the brackets. Sometimes if the exponent is even, it will make a difference, right? This one is a cube, so it doesn't matter. So still give you a negative in the denominator, okay? So far so good, okay? How's everybody doing? Any questions? Okay, so these 4 questions are correct. Next one. This one is just sharing, right? So 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, that one is an easy one. Same thing with this one, right? Multiply n. Okay, x to the 6, y to the 4. Okay. Next one, also sharing, right? Similar to h and I, just more things to share. Okay, so I'm going to split up slowly, okay? So we have 4 things inside. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, too fast. Okay, let me write down the 3, right? 4, right? You have 4 things inside, and then each one of them gets a -2. So -2 will be there, -2 there, -2 there, -2 there. Right? If you want to show the step, or to be 100% of what you are doing is correct, right? This is how you would do it. And then let's simplify a bit more. The exponent part for the variable, okay? It'll be x to the 6, right? Because -3 times -2. -4 times -2 will give you 8. So those are positive, right? Because negative give you positive. Now for the coefficient, there's no exponent to multiply together, right? But you see that they are negative, right? So the exponent is stays negative, so that means they are going to flip. So -2 will need to go down. Okay, you see the negative is gone once I move down, and then the 3 will need to go up. Okay, so be careful here. So I think this part, the 6, you forgot, is the 2 is the exponent. So it's not 3 times 2, it's 3 times 3. So that should give you a 9. And the 9 should be on the top, right? Because of the negative exponent, it will swap to the other side. The variable, you don't need to do any swapping, right? Because the negative canceled out, okay, when you multiply exponent. Okay, so that's what I mean is by saying you deal with the negative exponent later, okay? So the correct answer, okay, let me just fix this quickly, right? The variables are good, just the 4 should be at the bottom, and the top should be a 9, okay? Okay, question L, right? So when you get more things to share, you have to be careful. And also the having a negative on the outside, right? Is a little bit complicated. Now for this one, there are different ways, right? Of course, you can start to do sharing, right? You have 6 things, but too messy this way, right? So I will suggest different ways, because you can see the inside, you have top and bottom both have the same letter, right? So maybe we can simplify the inside first, right? Simplify the green part. So 6 divided by 2, right? That divides nicely, give you 3. And a to the -4. right? -2 minus 2. And then b to the -3 minus -1. That gives you a -2. And then you can start to do the sharing of the -2. So this way you only have to share 3 things. Okay, so this one will go into 3 of them. So that makes the 3 carry a -2, right? A will become a to the 8, b will be b to the 4. So the only one that's going to move will be the 3, right? So that ends up with the 9 at the bottom, right? 3 to the 2 is not 6. Remember, it's 3 times 3 makes it 9. Okay, have you all finished question N and O? Eric, have you finished N?
I'm not sure if this is correct, but I have,
Yeah.
oh,
What do you?
I have y to the power of 3 over 9.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And question O. Brennan, do you have O?
I got 16, and then a to the power of 5 over 45, and b to the power of 8.
B to the 8, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Does anyone want to add to the answer? Anyone got different? They're the same?
At the bottom.
Hmm?
No, at
Okay.
the bottom, 45b to the 4th power.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. 45b to the
4th.
4. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So b to the 4, b to the 8. Anyone else got different ones?
I have a different one for n.
For n, okay. What's your n?
2x to y over 9.
2y over 9. Like this? Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, let's check. Okay. So last two, right? Things gets more confusing when you have so many letters. So question N is similar to M, right? N and M are similar. So I would suggest you to multiply first. Okay, make it shorter. Now simplify the numerator, simplify the denominator separately, do the dividing later. Okay, step by step. So let's see. For the top, right, 3 times 6 give you 18. Okay. Oh no. Okay, it got crushed. All right, so let's continue from here. Okay, so 3 times 6 give you 18. X to the 4, y to the 5. That should be the top. The denominator has an exponent of 2, right? To go in. So remember it's in brackets. So -9 in brackets squared. That will make it positive, okay? So positive 81, 9 times 9. X squared y to the 4. Okay, so looks like the x, we should still have x. So let's start with the coefficient, right? Coefficient we can reduce. Reduce by 9. Top divide by 9 will give you 2. Divide by 9 at the bottom, give you 9. Right? So at the end, you will end up with 2 over 9. X, right? X to the 4 minus 2, so 4, x to the 2, right? 4 minus 2. And then y to the 1, right? 5 minus 4. So that's the same as writing this way. Okay. So yeah, that's all. Okay. Look at next one. Okay, these two are very similar, right? Where b to the 4, b to the 8. So let's see what happens to the exponent here. So we need to have a plan, right? So many things. So what you could do, right? You could simplify each first before you multiply, right? There are many ways. So let's say if I choose to simplify the inside. Okay, give me one sec. Yeah, okay, simplify the inside, simplify this part, right? Simplify each fraction separately before we do the multiplying. So we have 3 over 2, a to the negative 2 because of 1 minus 3, okay? And then b squared. So that's for the first one, right? So everything on the inside, I make it simple first. And then for the second fraction, we can reduce the 12 and 15, right? Divide by 3, so that makes it 4 over 5. B cancels out, so that's gone. Okay, so that's what you can do first, right? Make it simple and simpler and simpler. Next thing, we are going to share in the negative 2 on the outside, all right? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? 4 things to share. Okay, let's do it slowly, right? So we have 3 to the negative 2, 2 to the negative 2, a to the 4, b to the negative 4. 4 over 5a, just waiting. Okay, does anyone have questions so far? Okay, so now the ones we can start to move the negative exponents now, okay? For the 3 to 2, one is going to move down. So that will be 9 at the bottom, right? And then 2 will go up, so make it 4, okay? A to the 4, b to the negative 4. I'm just doing very slowly to make sure you can follow how we get to each step, okay? But in fact, some of the multiplication you could combine, right? So for example, you know it's going to go up, 2 will go up, make it 4. So 4 and 4, they can multiply together, right? This 4 and this 4. So that makes a 16 on top. We have that, right? And then 9 times 5 makes it 45, okay? That's the at the bottom. Okay, and then a to the 4 times a to the 1. These will combine together, give you a to the 5. That's also correct. So the only thing that's different is the b, right? So you can see b to the negative 4 may go down. It carries a negative exponent. So correct answer should be b to the 4 in the denominator. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you get it right or wrong, okay, as long as you know how it works. That's what matters, right? When you are doing the homework on your own. Does anyone have questions? Okay, so after the break, we'll start a new law, okay? So we'll take a 15-minute break, and I'll see you guys at 10 after 11. Okay, see you soon.